Revelio. Accio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Incendio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
You'll never believe
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
I know we had to do it to open the scriptorium, but it's not something I'd want to repeat.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what...
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
Lumos!
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
You must try it.
Hello there. Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course! How exciting! I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lord Gok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Wonder who lives here. Revelio. Depulso. Depulso. That's that. Settled. Who lived here, I wonder? An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down. Here's one of those tables.
If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
Incendio! Revelio. If only Professor Fig could have seen that. These rocks have seen better days. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Capolso. Defendo. Flipendo. Arresto Momentum. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Glacius. Alan himself would be proud. Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Revelio. Revelio. Capolso. Revelio. Depulso. Depulso. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
The door is looking at us.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mind. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward. Revelio.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing it is something else altogether.
Accio. Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine. Revelio.
Where have those plans gone? I had schematics in my hand a moment ago.
Expelliarmus! Protego!
What's a human doing here?
Leviosa! Accio!
Listen now.
Confringo!
Stupid one.
Descendo!
What's a human
Confringo! Depulso!
I won't bet losing your stride.
Confringo! Depulso!
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. Accio! Revelio. We're being watched. By a door. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
A schematic. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here. That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really. I'd imagine most fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building? If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large.
Revelio.
Why? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
What I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea. Ready to fight! Over here! Not quite.
Places.
That was meant for... Put me through!
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio.
Let's get it. I will.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Accio.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not
Lumos.
careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Always my turn for patrol.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Petrificus totalis.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, I'll meet. Accio. Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgott what we found.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Could it be a Merlin trial? Incendio! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Not so tricky after all, Merlin. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Descendo. Depulso. This looks intriguing. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
No hard work and good luck go hand in hand. And the odd child.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Revelio. Defendo. Revelio.
Fascinating, truly fascinating. Wish I had the end.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue.
That's that. Settled. Revelio. Confringo. There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there. Revelio.
Not enough reflection on the past, in my opinion. The world learns from its mistakes.
Confringo. Merlin himself would be proud.
You're here. Good.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned,
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Revelio.
No! I will make you pay. Does Hogwarts teach you nothing about dueling?
Confringo.
How nice of you to stop by. Your acrobatics will only postpone the inevitable.
Potato.
No!
Confringo. Confringo. Also.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Capulso. Confringo. Glacier. Capulso. At least now we know we're not alone here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the team will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Accio.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Leviosa. Incendio. Confringo. Capulso. Glacier. Confringo. Revelio.
Rid the world of another spider. I should sleep better tonight.
Accio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Depulso.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Confringo. Glacier. Depulso. Defendo. Flipendo. Arresto momentum. Descendo. Revelio.
It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems, often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Revelio.
This is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Accio!
That's a lot of bone rattle.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Accio! Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
This archway
Revelio.
is barricaded. We can find a way through.
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio! Revelio! We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Accio! I need to find a safe way across. Revelio. Depulso. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
We've rid the world of another spider.
Accio. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Confringo! Incendio! Accio! Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Arresto Momentum. Revelio. Incendio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Rickety Bone Bridge complete. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones. Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Imperio.
Crucial.
Descendo. Compulso. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Depulso. Revelio. Incendio. Incendio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Depulso! Bingo! Confringo! Depulso! Arresto Momentum! Flipendo! Imperio! Crucial! Descendo! Accio! Confringo! Bingo!
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Revelio! Descendo!
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time. Revelio. Depulso.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Revelio. Accio.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Revelio.
That worked. Keep going.
Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Depulso.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Protego. Levioso. Incendio. Confringo. Glacius. Depulso. Imperium. Crucio. Descendo. Confringo. Depulso. Glacius. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Levioso. Confringo. Glacius. Depulso. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Fringo. Glacius. Confringo. Depulso. Glacius. Confringo. Flipendo. Arresto momentum. Depulso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Imperium. Crucible.
Descender. Confringo.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
Incendio. Accio.
Dead end. Lovely.
Revelio.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
Revelio.
Sebastian! The relic! Look!
Could it be?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle. Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperium?
Now that you say it out loud, it sounds absurd. But I have another idea. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Incendio. Revelio.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
This room is taller than it looks.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Arresto Momentum!
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Oh. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
I've been fighting since before you were born. Such cowards!
Keep out the way!
Protego! Accio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Will not win here! That retreat will make him Confringo!
Sebastian, you fool!
Glacius!
Stay back! Keep out the way!
Confringo! Capulso! Defendo! Defendo! Arresto Momentum! Accio! Expelliarmus! Leviosa! Incendio!
Sebastian! Be careful! Mine!
Got them! They'll retreat! We'll make them retreat! Confringo! Capulso!
Sebastian, you fool! Stop provoking them! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.